Hey everybody, Andrew here, aka Sportimus, and welcome to a video review of the Zeta Toys EX Zeta boards. Now basically what these are similar to chain bases, but they're just basically giant plastic plates. And as you can see, they are supposedly available in orange, black, and purple. I have yet to see a purple actually become available. Maybe it is, I don't know, I just haven't found it yet. But I did buy 2 sets of orange and 2 sets of black. One thing to note is all of them are checked with the black though, which is weird because, like I just mentioned, I ordered 2 boxes of orange and 2 boxes of black. And when I got these, I was like, I got all black ones. But when I opened them, they were the correct order that I wanted. And the reason why is I wanted to try these out. I'm thinking about using these for my reviews as a background. And I can't really decide based on pictures which ones that I want to use, whether it's orange or black, or maybe a combination of orange and black. So basically what each of these packets come with per box are 2 baggies of these little connector pieces. So if you want to build a higher wall or stick things to them, those will help support them. And of course you get the orange ones per box. You get 2. And then per box you get 2 plates. Now these are the orange ones, obviously, duh. You guys know your colors very well. I don't need to really go into that. But as you can see, I like the details on them. I think it's a cool looking idea, and they did a pretty good job executing this, but it's not a perfect set. There are issues with them, not so much with quality. I think they are made out of good quality plastic. They're sturdy. They don't really flex too much. You're going to have them on a table or a flat surface basically, so you're not going to really worry about that too much. But as a wall piece, they're sturdy enough. I feel confident with them, though I think I'm going to use these connector pieces here to add some stability and rigidity to the connecting points, since these might be, I don't want to say flimsy, but I don't want it to topple over either on top of my figures while I'm reviewing them, so we'll see. You've also got on the back here a piece that comes right on out. It's just pegged right in there, just that simple. Pegs into that hole right there. And that's basically something that you can use for like a flight stand, I guess, in a way. There's different ways you can do it. And they basically plug into these little circular ports that you see on the face here. Now it is a 3D texture, so using your action figures like Iron Man, for example, I think it would do well, but there are some details that are kind of deep that might be an issue, like this circle here. Actually, he's making a liar out of me. It's not even, I'm just holding it with my hand right now, and there he goes, but he stands rather well, unless you move him around like I just did, but it's a good quality purchase, I think. The prices are right, and they connect fairly well. And the flaw that I'm referring to is they're not square, they're rectangular. So it's great when you're building them up. Doesn't matter which way. You can build them up horizontally like this and just connect them together, and you have a nice horizontal display. Iron Man's about 6 inches tall, so that's what he would look like if you arrange it horizontally like this. And as you can see right here, this is with the Voyager class Titan's Returns Galvatron, so you're going to need another piece to stack up higher in this configuration, but you can definitely do that. And like I mentioned, you can also pull these apart, and it sticks on very well. I mean, if you're not gonna, unless you intentionally pull it off, it's not going to be a problem. You can go vertically here. And I have to stretch all the way over to do this with the camera in front of me. I'm sorry. Very amateurish. I'm sorry. I know. But as you can see, it gets a lot taller here. So with Mr. Galvatron again. So as you can see, there's room above the figure, so it will make a nice background. Now again, you can stack these on top of each other. Okay, so as you can see, I've got 4 plates connected together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, the light does not go through the plates at all in this setup here, which is pretty good. The only time it would is if you have direct light shining from behind, you might have a little bit of bleeding with the orange plates, but otherwise, they're pretty solid. So here I've made a corner display basically where I have, as you can obviously see, I have the base plate here. I've got 2 of them there. I got 2 orange ones vertically, and I have 2 black ones vertically, and they all connect very well. And this is where we start to run into a bit of a problem, because if you want a wall on one side and a wall on the other, you're not going to be able to have that with this set. And I've tried different ways, and I haven't been able to get it to work. So as you can see, here's a piece here. That's obviously not going to connect. If I turn it around, that will connect, but the bottom will not. So there's no tongue here on the bottom to go into this groove. So even though I connect it on the vertical wall, I have no way of connecting it to the base. So you can't have a wall on each side. You can only have it on one side. So it's just the way the panels are designed. And it's not necessarily a deal breaker. I don't think it's a bad thing. You know, I saw this reviewed by another person on YouTube, and I liked this set, but he was pointing out the same thing, and I was curious if maybe, you know, maybe I can solve it. But obviously it's not possible. I think it's because these things are, it's the way the tongue and grooves are set up, and the way they connect and all that is why you don't have a symmetrical ability for these things. But honestly, despite that, I think they make for very nice displays. If you want something that has a nice 3-dimensional base here with a 3-dimensional looking wall in the background. So it has a lot of options there, and you can mix and match colors like I am here. I think it's a good set. I'm really tempted to use this for my review background and review base. I'm going to add something to the bottom here, however, to give it a more unique look. But I think this is a really good set for dioramas and various other things. Not just for Transformers, but you know, you could put your Marvel figures or your Star Wars figures. I've got a Megatron here. This is not the official Megatron. This is a, oh god, what is this thing? A THF-03 Megatron. So let me raise this camera up here a little bit. So it's basically a knockoff, but it's a well done knockoff. To be honest with you, I really dig this knockoff Megatron, not to get sidetracked or anything like that, but it's a well-made figure. But as you can see, you're going to have to go vertical. And you have options on that too. You can go this way vertically where the panels are long ways, or you can go wide vertical and go for it that way. And basically, you'll have a nice wall behind him without any gaps. In case you were wondering, each panel is roughly just a hair over 7 inches wide by just a hair under 11 inches long. So 7 by 11 roughly, rounded off to the nearest inch. So they're a pretty good sized panel. And their thickness is just under an inch. So they're just under an inch thick. That gives you an idea. They're really well made. So I hope you enjoyed this little review of these panels here by Zeta Toys. And they're available at basically any online toy retailer. So like Big Bad Toy Store and so forth. I hope you enjoyed this video review. Hope it was interesting. If you have any more questions or want me to do another video on these things, I'll be happy to do so. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Later.